I gave this hustle everything I got. Always kept it real from the very start. Niggas ain't thorough like I always thought. Damn, the game left me with a heavy heart. The streets let me.
What's up, you guys? This is your favorite stylist, True, coming to you with a new tutorial. So, if you want to learn how I achieve this look, this super sexy, super sleek, super melt like butter, middle part sew-in, and this is done on natural hair. Just stay tuned because I'm going to be giving away all of the tea, all of the details. This tutorial is super detailed, and like I said, I'm going to show you how you can slay a middle part sew-in on natural hair. So the first thing you want to do is section your client off, basically how much leave out you want to have out to cover those tracks. So with this one, I left a generous amount out in the middle, and then I left a little bit out on the sides to give it a more natural feel. So basically with the braid down, we're going to do a perimeter braid around the leave out, and then everything else will be a straight down, and we're going to loop the tails of the braids up for a flat install. And this is a great beginner friendly braid pattern, especially for like if you have a client with longer hair. This is like the flattest way to do it, in my opinion, and it's one of my fastest and easiest braid downs to do. Once you've braided your client hair down, then you want to go in with a spray or oil or grease of choice. My favorite oil and some of my clients' favorite oil is the Jamaican Mango and Lime spray oil. It is something that I use after every braid down, especially when I'm getting ready to do, a sewing or something like that. I like to spray that. It gives off like a menthol, minty feel. So once I've sprayed that, then I like to go in with my deluxe weaving net. And my net just also helps with, the longevity of the install. It also helps with a flat base for you to sew. And it also helps with, not so much stress on the hair, especially if your client is doing like 3 to 4 bundles of hair. This would definitely help you out. When you are using a net or getting ready to sew the net, the easiest way, in my opinion, is to let your client help you. Like, put it on her head exactly where you need to be, and ask her to hold both sides. And then that way you can focus on sewing it down, and it's in the right spot, and it's secure, and you're not adding any extra force or hurting your client head by trying to do everything at once, you know. So my client has 3 bundles of hair. I think she had 2 18s and 1 16 or something like that. This is hair that we have reused. This is probably her second install with this hair. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just scratching out the hair and figuring out which bundle is which. Stay one more night. Don't you know that my love is true? Let's make things right. I understand what you're going through. What I like to do when I'm starting off with my first track, I like to take my needle and thread and go through the width of the track before I even start, with my sewing process. And to me, this just helps give me a little bit of extra security when I'm sewing in the hair. And to me, it's just easier to do it that way. I've been doing it that way since I started doing sew-ins, and it seems like the right way to do it. So basically from this point, you want to start at the bottom and you want to go from side to side. I like to go side to side until I get right above the ear or right at the ear, and then that's when I will start curving my tracks to the side and taking them all the way up to the front, and then basically sewing everything in a U formation from that point on. When you get to the corners, when you flip back over, you kind of want to sew it down in the corner, and then you'll take that track and flip it how I'm doing now, and you'll want to hold it over there really really tight, and then you will want to secure it with a knot on that end how I'm doing now. How I like to sew is I'll go over the track, well, under the track, and then I will pull my needle out and I'll wrap the thread around my needle 2 times and I'll pull it straight out. It's called the bunny loop or the bunny hoop. So, and I like to do it that way. I like to go under the track in the middle of my sewings because to me it gives that flexibility, that, readiness for you to be able to pull your hair up and down or whatever you want to do with it. But anytime that I'm on the end, and sometimes every other stitch, I will go through the track, and that just secures everything down. So I go through the track and I go under the track. That's just how I do it. So, and like I said, it's been working for me and my clients, so that's just, how I'm gonna do it. So don't get in my comments with all that, oh, he do it this way and he do it that way. Everybody can do, how they want to do it. It's personal preference and it's what works best for you. So like I said, I'm just giving y'all these tips and details, and y'all could take them or y'all could leave them, period. When you're tying off your thread, when you get to the end of the thread, I like to do 3 knots. It just seems to me that 2 just does not do the trick. So I do it 3 times because I feel like 3 times is going to lock that thing in. Third time's the charm. That hair ain't going nowhere. So when my clients come back in, they get their maintenance or their shampoo, to shampoo their hair out and everything like that, my tracks still be in, 2, 3, 4 months if they decide, which I don't recommend that, but, some of y'all be liking to get y'all money's worth. So the girls who like to leave their hair in for a long time, that hair be still looking like it be in there, okay? Alright, so here we are. We have got to the top of the install, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all see this? Like, this is what I'm telling you. When you sew your tracks close together and everything looks seamless, it's going to be flawless. Like, the tracks are right over the braid. Everything is everything. So, let's get into the styling, okay? So at this point in the game, you want to section off the client's hair, right? You want to go ahead and get ready to prep the hair for a straightener. So first things first, you want to take and you want to spray some heat protectant. One of my heat protectants of choice, I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but it's what I have at the time. My Silk Elements heat protectant, you can find it at your local Sally's. Yeah, it's the olive oil one. You will spray that all over the leave out, or you could go ahead and spray it all over the hair. It doesn't matter. So right here, I am going in and I am straightening out the leave out on the side. Remember in the beginning, I told you guys that I left a little bit of hair out on the side for a more natural look, just in case she likes to pull her hair back. She want to do like a low ponytail, or even if she want to be like real fancy with the baby hairs or whatever the case may be, she could do that because we left a little bit of hair out on the side. So you straighten that out first, and then you go in and you do the same thing on the other side, because like I said, we got two sides out. People, please, stylists, please be very careful when you are flat ironing them side pieces by that ear, because the last thing you want to do is burn somebody's ear or burn somebody's face. After they done sat there and got that install, that's the last thing they want to do is get burned. So, be careful. And of course, you're going to see a little bit of smoke because you did spray the heat protectant, and that is a protective shield or barrier over their hair. So it is going to smoke a little bit. But yeah, so here we are. We're getting ready to prep for the top flat iron. And me personally, to cover my tracks, I love to section and start off with that back track. The back track of that leave out, I like to comb that out good. And I like to, use my little, Lord, I don't even want to put this out there, because I know when I tell y'all this shit gonna be sold out everywhere, because this is like the holy grail, the GOAT. This is like life, okay? So basically, you want to use a styling stick or styling wax or whatever the case may be. And you want to take that and you want to rub it on their hair and you want to flat iron it. That is going to give you that super sleek look that you are wanting, okay? Do you see how that thing is just laying down like butter? So, once I get done with the back piece, I do two pieces of hair to cover the back tray, and then I go to one side and I do two over there, and then I go to the other side and I do two over there, and then I part it down the middle and separate it, and then I go in and brush everything in. And that to me just ensures and secures that I have enough leave out to cover all tracks. That's the last thing you want to do, is be caught out there with a leave out and you ain't covering them tracks, baby. What you doing? So yeah. And usually before I would flat iron the hair, I would go in and create the layers and the cuts. Cut the weave before you press the client's hair into it to ensure that you don't cut any of the client's hair off. But like I said, this hair is hair that we've already used before. We're reusing this hair. So my layers and everything is already in. It's already, layered around the front. It has layers in it already, so we don't really need to go in and add any more, because everything is gonna be perfect, trust me. When you're flat ironing the leave out, you want to make sure that you do it in small sections, and this is to ensure that you have a super flat install, and it really just makes everything a lot easier for the client, because you already know she's natural. Her hair may or may not poof up, once she gets out into the element. But when you flat iron everything small and in sections like that, it's going to ensure that you get everything, okay? So, it's going to be good. So you just got to take your time with that leave out, because like I said, that is the main attraction. That is the main thing. That is the main focus of the hair. Like, everybody gonna know. Like, look, when you see somebody out and they got extensions, what's the first thing you look at? That leave out. Exactly. So we can't be caught slipping. So I'm gonna make sure everything is laid, fried, dyed, laid to the side, as they used to say. Okay. So she can't blame me. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we're gonna make sure that's right for her. So at this point, I'm sectioning the hair, getting ready to flat iron it. I like to section my sides off with a clip, and then I section my back. And I'm going in. I get my little heat protectant, spray that on each section, on each track, and I flat iron it. And I use the chase method. I run my comb, behind my flat iron when I feel like it.
Stay one more night. Don't you know that my love is true? Let's make things right. I understand what you're going through. Stay one more night, and I know that it's not too late. Let's make things right. You just have to believe in fate.
And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more updates and tutorials and vlogs from me.
Make things right. Stay one more night. Let's make things right.
Alright, you guys, this is the complete look. We are finished, you guys. Look how natural that middle part leave out looks. Like, you can definitely achieve this look with natural hair. You know, it can definitely happen. So yeah, like and subscribe. And guys, this is definitely a birthday slay. Don't forget to follow her channel as well. Her name is Zariyah Shay. She's on YouTube at ZARIYAHSHAY. Zariyah Shay. I'm gonna put her information down at the bottom. She does like bomb tutorials and routines, makeup, everything like that. You guys will definitely love her channel, so like and subscribe to hers and mine as well. And again, this is definitely a birthday slay. This is definitely an everyday look. This is definitely everything. So yeah, follow me.